Hi, I'm Aileen, and I'm so glad you can join me. I'm here at beautiful Rancho La Puerta Resort and Spa in Baja Mexico, at the labyrinth amongst these ancient oaks, and I'm going to take you through a 30-minute stretch class. You'll need a stretching strap or something that you can use to assist your stretch. You're going to need a mat. Make sure you have a water bottle handy to stay hydrated, and let's get going. Go ahead and pick up your strap. Make sure you do it responsibly and carefully. You can fold it in half depending on the size of your strap, and just take a nice deep breath in. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Deep breath in, and then let's start to lift the arms. Notice how wide the V of my arm is. You want your shoulders to be comfortable. Lift and release. As you're lifting, take a deep breath in and exhale out. Lift. Then start to add a little more resistance in your hands, and that will help warm your shoulders up. All the way up, feel the spine reach, then take your right arm out to the side. Keep your knees nice and soft. Notice as my arms come down, bend your knees just a little bit more. Open the chest and release. One more time, lift and center. Take the arms side to side, disengage your feet, and center. Same thing, bend. Disengage your feet. Now, as you bring the arms cross body, use the back arm to twist the torso and reach. Notice the foot disengagement, really important. Take it across again. Every time trying to go a little bit further. And reach and center. Two more. Open the chest, back arm is pulling the body cross, reach, then center, drop the arms, take the right arm up, feel the reach, and center again, bend your knees, reach, and center. If you follow your hands with your eyes, you're gonna get a little bit of brain training. Notice the feet are still disengaging. Give me two more. Lift and center. One more. Lift. And then a little more fluidity side to side. Right to left. We still need to take the core temperature up. Shoulders should be down, and right now you're thinking about your posture. Making sure that the spine is lengthening, the head is up. Deep breath, and then just a little figure eight. Out and over. Notice the bend in the knees, very fluid hips. Keep reaching. As you're reaching across, chest is high. Give me a few more. And then just turn your body to the right, arms on the hips, and rock your feet forward and back. Toe and flex. Notice the knee bend in the middle. That's going to loosen up the lower legs. Two more. Here's your last one. Open up the back leg. Chest is high. Drop the knee to a down and up. Squeeze your rear end at the top. So the squeezing of the rear end will help to open up the hip flexor. Try that again. Down, up. Squeeze through the rear end. One more. Then bring both arms to the front of the leg and drop the back knee in and out. Extend. Now you don't have to extend the heel all the way. It's just a nice fluid reach of the heel. Give me a couple more. Then drop that knee down, tuck the back leg in, sit back in the hips for a hamstring stretch. You should feel this in the back of the leg. Now, if you feel like your balance is unsteady, you can always have a chair handy with you to stabilize. One more time, just stretch back through the hip. Center, side to side on the toe, to the left and to the right. Nice, easy, fluid shoulder. My grip came together just a little bit more. Then gently turn to the left, toe and flex, hands go on the hips, flex. Stay focused on your balance here. Make sure that if you're not feeling balanced, you open your legs more shoulder width apart. That'll keep you stable. Center, come on in, and then just focus on the tall body, down and up. As you come up, squeeze the rear end, down and up. Little quicker. On this side, nice and reach through the chest, open up the back. Last two. Then hands on the front leg, back knee in and out, in. So the order never matters as long as you get all your body parts nice and warm. Couple more right here. And then tuck your back leg in. Slowly transfer your weight on that right toe up. And just as you stretch the inner thigh and hamstring, push the tailbone back behind you. Press back and lift. Two more. Should feel great on those legs. Last one. Then center your body position. Open your toes in a sumo position. Hands on the hips. And as you drop your body weight, it shouldn't be low to feel it in the knees, but low enough to feel the legs warming up. Just down and up, down and up. Relax the shoulders. As you're pressing down, think of most of your weight in the heel of your feet because that'll keep the energy out of the knees and keep your knees safe. Two more. Then from here, stretching strap anchored to your thigh. Make sure the arm is nice and long. We're just gonna do a big scooping reach. Shoulder, relax, and it doesn't go over to the ear, just out enough so that you feel a shoulder stretch. Lift, almost like you're looking under your arm. Two more. Keep your weight on your right hand to protect your back and your upper body. Last one. Bring it all the way up. If you can, look under your arm. Beautiful sky. Center and down and up on your legs. Down and up. Shake out the shoulders. Just enjoy the movement in the hips. Two more. Then if you can, halfway down, anchor on that left right arm all the way in. Notice it's not over my ear. And then down. Push the shoulders out and the chest out. Right arm, big scooping arm to the front. Use the leg for support. And down. Reach to the side. Maybe every single time you do it, you go a little bit further. Here's your last one. This is the one we're going to look under. Look under. Hold your positioning. Center and reach. Turn your toes front. Shake out the shoulders and lunge laterally to the right. So it's right. Press into the heel and left. Notice both hands coming onto the thigh. That will support the back. Press into the heel and press into the heel. Let's add a stretching strap move on the right. So left arm anchors, right arm up. Feel the reach. You can look to your hands if you like. Back to center. Press on the left. Press on the right. This time, hold the left side, right anchor on the thigh. Reach the left arm up. Follow your gaze to the hand. Center, side to side. Press and reach and lift. Bring your legs a little closer and just focus on about shoulder width apart, arms behind you. Stretching strap wider than your hips, thumbs facing you into the body. And just think of a little action side to side. Reach. Notice one elbow bending while the other is straightening. This is great for shoulder mobility. Don't take it to a place that feels uncomfortable. You just want to feel a nice stretch across the shoulder with the elbow bending. You'll notice my fingers on this side. You don't have to go that far. Feel the reach. Two more, just like that. Pull to the side, open the chest. You can always regrip a little closer together if you like. One more time. Stretch the chest forward, lift. Then bring your arms closer together, hands in front, and I call these around the world. You're gonna go around your head gently. Let your shoulders do a rotational stretch. This is so important for shoulder health. Now, you should not feel any pain when you do this. If you can't go behind the head, then don't. Just think biggest circle you can give me with the shoulders. We'll be doing something similar with the legs, a rotation stretch. One more. And then let's go the other direction. Unwind, fix my shirt, and come all the way around. Do you move as fluidly on one side as the other? Make sure the knees are bent so that you're soft and not locking out. Nice big pull through the shoulders. And one more. Then relax, do a nice little roll through the shoulders. We're gonna come on down for the floor for the rest of class. Make sure when you go down, you do it safely. I have a mat, so I'm gonna step on the mat, place the knee down, use your hands. I always get down as safely as possible because you never know when a tweak will arrive. So you wanna do it carefully. Then just go ahead and take your legs out in front of you. Wiggle walk your hips. We're gonna do multiple stretches in these positions. So if one doesn't feel right, there's plenty of options. So start off with a flex foot. If you're not able to sit directly straight up, bring your arms behind you and that will help. You can also elevate your hips on a pillow or something that's gonna bolster it up. The key here is not to think over it all. You're not rounding. You're lifting your chest for the stretch. Fingertips behind, lift, not a lot of energy in the fingertips. And now what I'd like you to think about is how far you can flex your foot. That key movement of driving your heels forward and your tailbone into the ground is what's going to give you that phenomenal stretch behind the hamstrings. So once you're there, take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders, then disengage by pulling your knees in just for a moment. From here, another breath. While we're here, we might as well do a stretch. Bring your right arm down, left arm cross-body. Try not to move your legs. Look over your right shoulder. Go all the way around. Readjust. If it feels weird, readjust. Remember, knees don't move. Rotate all the way around. Then let's take the other side. Opposite, right arm across the thigh or leg, anywhere. You can even lean back more if it's more comfortable. Remember, stretching is all about being in tune with your body and knowing where to push all the way around. Extend your legs out one more time. Let's use the strap to assist our stretch. So take the strap around your right foot. So for those of you who can't sit upright, this is a great alternative because you're using your own weight in the arms to stay nice and tall in the posture. From there, again, think heel away from you, rear end on the ground, and then lift the chest for the stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. If you can, hold on to the strap and just lean back a little bit for a shoulder release. You're not rounding your back much, you're just bringing the shoulders forward. This is great for the upper back. Then take the strap in the opposite hand to foot. So left hand, right foot. Bring the strap up and lift. I'm leaning back on the right hand and hold that stretch. You should feel that in the back of the leg. If you want to intensify, tighten your front thigh muscle without locking your knee. That's a great way to get a little more oomph out of your stretch. Then crissy-crossy your leg right there. That should feel different. And if you'd like to make it a little bit more intense, bring the leg crossed over a slight amount, maybe 2 to 3 inches. From there, lift the chest for the stretch. Remember, you can lean back as much as you like. Stay comfortable. Then bring it back to center in the middle. Same hand to foot. Now, this is a little more complex, but a great stretch, so I want to show it to you. As you come over onto your elbow, make sure the leg goes straight out in an L. This is an amazing stretch for the hip. Then slide your strap until you can put the shoulder purse on. You're gonna put your purse on. Notice my knee, it's below my hip. The foot is relaxed and there should no pain in the knee whatsoever. Now squeeze your rear end. When you squeeze your rear end, you'll feel a wonderful stretch. Put a little energy into the foot by pushing on the strap. Stay right there. And then as you exhale, release. Let the leg come forward and go ahead and take your stretching strap off. Set it aside. Bring your right foot in and bring your left foot in. This is called a butterfly stretch. Notice again, I'm leaning back. I don't want you to compromise your positioning, and we're gonna just flap your wings right there. Take your right hand, place it on your right thigh. Keep your left hand on the ground and just do a gentle press of the inner thigh. As you're doing that, squeeze the rear end on the right side and you're gonna feel a change in your stretch for sure. Take your time, and then let's take the other side. Right hand on the ground, find your leg. You can even hook your thumb in the crease of your leg. You wanna push down and slightly away. That's gonna increase the stretch on this inner thigh. Squeeze the rear end on this side, on that left side, to enhance the stretch. And then go ahead, bring the knees in, and we're gonna wiggle walk. As you're wiggle walking from hip to hip, this is gonna reset the pelvis and the torso, all in the body, just to wiggle things out before we do our second side. Take your stretching strap, but before you do, make sure it's handy. Let's take the hamstring stretch again in a secondary position. Heels together, toes out, fingertips behind you. Remember, you can always bolster your hips off the ground a little bit if you're not comfortable in this position. Toes are out, and as you push your heels forward, lift your chest for the stretch. This is going to feel different than the toes together position. You'll feel it more on the outside of the leg. Again, reposition, maybe wiggle it out, open up those toes, lift, chest up, take a deep breath in, bring the knees back together, stretching strap on left foot, make sure you've got it on the ball of the foot, heel is pressing forward. So your goal is to think heel front, hips on the ground. Use the stretching strap to elevate your torso. Feel that nice deep breath in. As you exhale, focus on just the shoulder blades, like you're opening up the upper back. You're not rounding your spine, you're just lifting the shoulders and stretching out that area. And if you pull from side to side, you'll get a little enhanced stretch. Lift back to center neutral position. Deep breath in. From here, opposite hand to foot. Make sure you've got that grip. Heel is forward, crissy-crossy. I'm gonna bring the bottom leg over for a little enhanced stretch. Should feel it across the hip, hand on the floor for support. Drive the heel away from you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it on out. Back to neutral center. Let the leg come down. Same hand to foot. This is the one where we're moving over to the side. Gentle roll over onto the elbow. The front leg goes even with the body. Notice the elongation. You're making a big L. Then slide the strap until you're putting your purse on. Right up over the shoulder. The knee is lower than the hip, so look over your hip. Knee should be low, foot should be lower than the knee. From there, try and press your hip open. You really want to focus on opening up the hip joint. Right there. Put a little energy into the foot. Maybe squeeze the rear end for an enhanced stretch. And then slowly unwind. Always unwind easily, very carefully. Take the strap off. Set it aside for a moment, and let's wiggle walk again. Nice, easy hip roll. Let's do an upper body or shoulder stretch. So as you pull your knees up to be comfortable, walk your arms behind you, fingertips facing the body. Now only go as far back as you feel comfortable. Once you're there, arms can be wide, chest up, pull your shoulder blades together. This is going to enhance posture. Lift the chest, take a deep breath in, and then if you can, bend your elbows towards each other. Just squeeze them in just ever so slightly. Notice a much bigger stretch in the chest muscles. Then lean a little bit to the right, and then lean a little bit to the left. Feel those shoulders, just relax. And back to center. Walk your hands back up. We're going to change the positioning of the legs. This is called a side saddle position. This is going to enhance torso mobility, so just work slowly and to comfort. You're sitting on one hip, your right hip. This hip is very relaxed. From there, turn to your open leg. Place your hands at your knee and at your hip, and then just bend gently forward. Notice you're not rounding your back, it's just a press down. Then rotate, walk your hands around. Knees should be totally comfortable. If for some reason you need to open up one of your legs because one feels a little weird, then go ahead and do that. Try and reach for your knee and your ankle and just lift your chest. Deep breath in. I know I say that a lot, but it's important to take that air to relax the body. And let's do that again. All the way around. Hand even with the knee and the hip. And you're doing a mini push-up with a long spine. Pull the belly button in to come up. Rotate all the way around until your hand is on the knee and on the ankle. Lift your chest, gaze up. Feel that spine lengthen. Place your right hand on the ground, bend your elbow, and reach with your left arm overhead. Just a nice long pull. Left arm up. Now, if you can, extend the left leg long as well. So this is a total body stretch all the way up. Release, come back into center, and then just wiggle your walk around into a square four or cross-legged position from here. Sit easily. Sit up tall. If you're not able to sit straight into this position, hands down, lift the chest. Then just hand to the front if possible, split the difference and reach the nose out over the right knee. Center, lift the chest. Split the difference. Again, if you can't take the hand forward, you can use the leg for pressure. Nose reaching out over the knee. Back to the middle. Side saddle, other position. Check your knees to make sure they're comfortable. They should be open, no stress. Hips should be comfortable. You could always put a pad underneath that hip if it's uncomfortable. Let's start with the rotational stretch. Push-up position, hands about even with the mat. Your chest reaches towards the mat, rotating the shoulders. So this is a spinal rotation stretch. Deep breath in. Lift your torso, and if you can, finger on the knees, finger on the ankle. You can always adjust your hands for comfort. Lift your gaze. Let's try that again. Rotate slowly, always a slow rotation. Chest up, mini push-up. Reach out with the spine. Come on back. Bring it back to the middle. Slow rotation. Remember, cheat if you need to with a hand anywhere you have to get the rotation exercise. Then bring your left arm down. Right arm's going to reach overhead. To extend the reach, take the top leg out and long. Really feel like you're going in two different directions at the same time. Come back into center position, do a slow change, and we're going to take that cross leg position, but do the second leg. So if you're used to doing right leg in front, do left leg in front. If you're used to doing left leg in front, make sure you do a different leg. From here, rotate, hand behind for leverage, hand anywhere you need to, nose out over the knee. You're thinking long spine, shoulders down, away from the ears, and comfortable in the back. Transition to the other side, right side. Use that back hand, that right hand to press, nose out. Feel that reach. Bring the knees in front. Start with them bent, and we're just gonna wiggle waggle them side to side. So knee over, sit on your right hip. Knee over, sit on your left hip. One more time. Up and over, knee to the side. This is loosening up the hips and the lower back. Take your right leg, and you've got several options here. You can go ankle to ankle. You can go up and over your knee if you can, and you may want to walk back a little bit further for that, or you can cross the knee over, whichever feels best for you. But once you're there in that stretch position, lift the chest for the stretch. So here you are, right there. Deep breath. Square four position. Kind of anticipated that was coming, right? Take the toe down, try and tilt one way like we did earlier, and tilt the other direction, just for a variety of hip stretch. Then let's change legs. You have a choice. Again, this is an absolutely fine position. You'll feel it in the hip. You'll feel it here, for sure, and you'll feel it here. It's a little different in each position, but it's a great way to go. Lift your sternum, feel that extension. If you need to move the heel further away to accommodate the hip, go ahead and do that too. Then a little tilt over the rainbow. Toe side, up and over to the knee, other side. Back to the middle position, and then just gently sit in a position that's most comfortable for you. It might be one leg out, it might be cross-legged, and if you need to elevate again to sit upright, that's the most important thing, is that you're straight up and down. Fingertips are out to the side, walk them away from the body. Finger to finger to finger, and then press down, point your finger and third finger, really push down. See if you can grow your spine. Hold it there. Now, as you're maintaining that pressure, drop your ear to the right. You don't have to go low. You should feel this wonderful, expansive stretch in the shoulder. Back to neutral center, maybe wiggle it out. You should have felt it all across that anterior delt, front shoulder. Walk them out again, reposition, pointer finger, third finger, hold down, push down, and drop the left ear. Ooh, I feel that. I hope you do too. Great stretch for the neck. We take so much tension in that area of the body. Back to center. Roll your shoulders a couple of times just to release the neck. Let's do a fun one with the stretching strap. So if you have a towel, this works well with the towel. Take the strap and place it at the base of your neck, and then just gently press into the neck, and then the middle of the neck, and then the upper part of the neck, right at the base of your skull. There's some bones there that you just want to hammock. Hammock those bones, lengthen your spine. Try that again, base of your neck, middle of your neck, and then right up at the base of your skull. And then go ahead and shimmy your neck. This should feel fantastic. Ooh, I do this every morning, I do. If you're sleeping and you get a tense neck, this works wonders. Set your strap down, take a deep breath in, lift your arms, and as you exhale, pull your elbows back. Another deep breath in, all the way up. I really hope you enjoyed this stretch class here at beautiful Rancho La Puerta at the Labyrinth. It's so peaceful. Grab some water, Until next time.